Hello friends, and welcome to my tour video of my cottagecore dream address. The name of this island is Windfall, and this was my very first island that I ever did, and so because of that, I have a lot of really strong emotional attachments to this island. Here are the villagers that I have on this island, some of my favorite cuties in the world. We've got Raymond, Anka, Fauna, Maple, Bo, Meringue, Muffy, Kiki, Chai, and Bam. Alright, let's get into the tour. If you walk down this path, and then you take an immediate left here, you'll find, oh look, hey, it's me. We eat beans from a can. This is a little bit of an inside joke for my stream chat, so if you want to ever get the story of that, please join us on stream on TikTok or Twitch. This is supposed to be a sort of sunken in library sort of area. We've got little sitting areas to appreciate the views. The ambiance here with the waterfalls is probably one of my favorite things. And because it's me, I added a few like spooky goth things into the mix here on this island, even though it's cottagecore. At my entrance, we have a little snap and turla. If you walk down this way, this is where the neighborhood is. I did a tiered neighborhood here. It took a lot of hours to put that together. All of the beaches have a sort of taken over, sort of dilapidated look to it. And right here, you have what's supposed to be kind of a Mad Hatter's Tea Party vibe. We're gonna keep walking down the beach. Oh, hey, look, there's Bam. Right here, we have a greenhouse build. You can definitely tell the difference between what I did on this island and the kinds of things that I'm doing on my current island. You can definitely tell there's a lot of growth between what I did on my first island to how I'm decorating and building on my current islands. All right, let's take a visit inside my house. The first thing you see is, of course, my favorite art piece in the game, the David statue. PP for life. I was going for very comfy, cozy, elegant vibes with a bit of like an old, almost witch kind of feel to it. And you can really tell that in the kitchen here. This is meant to be sort of a green, earthy, witchy vibe. One of my favorite rooms in the house, this one. And in this back room, we have a music room. I really wanted to have a music room because whenever I was doing this island, I was in the middle of my master's degree that I got, which is in music education. And of course, music is near and dear to my heart with me having many degrees and having worked in the field of music education. So that's what this is kind of an homage to in my own personal life. And here we have a bathroom. It's very spa-like, very chill vibes. My bathrooms have definitely come a long way since this one. It's very simple, but it's still very cute. Upstairs, we have a bedroom. The way that I did this bedroom was really the thing that sort of started the catalyst of me wanting to do a cottagecore island. I was really inspired by the mossy items, the mushrooms, those types of things. And I just knew that I needed to put that all over the island. And then downstairs, of course, we have a spooky basement. My basement like this because the island we were working on at the time was right before spooky season. And I was really looking forward to starting my next island, which happens to be horrorcore. This is like foreshadowing to my next island. All right, let's continue up into the neighborhood. One small detail in case you guys haven't noticed, I picked the dream address to be when there's fog. I thought that fit the vibes absolutely perfectly. So the neighborhood kind of looks pretty similar all throughout going up. So the neighborhood's simple but very cute, very natural paths. I obviously really love the use of the glowing moss. It's one of the cutest items in the whole game for outside decoration. If we come down from the neighborhood and we continue along this way, you'll see one of many picnic sitting areas. Go over the bridge and then you'll find the entrance to the campsite. I put the campsite and I wanted it to be in sort of like a foresty area. Fun facts, if you save your dream address and somebody is in your campsite on your island, it'll make it look like the tent is there. There's nobody in the tent, but it will look like somebody's in there. You might notice, small detail, there are gnomes all over the island, which again is a little bit of an inside joke that happened with my chat while we were building this island. This right here is one of my favorite things on the island. This is another code that inspired me to do cottagecore. I love this like storybook code. If we continue down this path, you'll see this is sort of like an outdoor like cafe area. Again, you can really tell this is my first island because the way that I connected things, I definitely wasn't 100% sure how to make things flow, but it's still really cute. Here we have a little outside movie theater area. This area is adorable to take pictures in. More of the beach. The beach is pretty much the same all throughout the island. I do have like a little like laundry area on this rock right here. And here we have yet another picnic sitting area. If you go up here, this is the first like big build that I did on the entire island, and it's like an outdoor cafe area. I was so proud of this build. It's so cute. I would definitely do some things differently than what I did here, but it is absolutely adorable. I toiled over the placement of those trees back there for a lot longer than I'm willing to admit. If you continue along the path this way, I put a little bit of like a fairy circle, witch's circle back here. Again, another bit of a foreshadowing moment to my future horrorcore island, but it still really fits the vibes, I think. And more gnomes everywhere. We loved the gnomes on this island. It really ended up being gnome core instead of cottage core. If we follow this dark path here, we'll find my rock garden. Doing the rock garden to me felt like it was the way that I knew that this island was complete. And then here we have our gnome couple, Gnomeo and Romeo. We have a little bit of a graveyard moment going on here. You can tell I really like the spooky things, even on my cottagecore island. If you continue down this path, you'll find my nooks and my ables build up here with a little heart pond and a little picnic area next to the heart pond and other sort of like sewing costume vibes to go with the able sisters. I loved my heart pond. I did a whole tutorial video for it that you can find on my TikTok page. I think I really slayed with the use of the waterfalls here. And then if you go up here, I did a sort of crescent moon pond area. I completely freehanded this, by the way, with a little bit of a lookout stargazing section. And then if you come down this way, you'll find my nooks area, little sitting areas to kind of chill and vibe at, and then lots of little shopping items to go with the nooks. And again, the waterfalls are really just slaying. And then right here is my farmer's market build. I was really proud of this because this is where I started to sort of experiment with the castle walls, the storefronts, to give a sort of forced perspective idea. And I have 100% come a long way with those items versus what I did here, but it's still pretty cute for my first try. It's meant to look like buildings or shops in the background. And then you have the little farmer's market next to it. My peninsula just has a little lighthouse, camping area, and more of the same on my beaches, that sort of overgrown, dilapidated, taken over beach vibes. If you take a little stroll down the beach, you'll find another little camping area with a little picnic, with a little fishing moment on the beach. And then this build right here is like a little shipwreck build. I did take an inspo photo and like kind of recreated it, but this is so cute. And then there's our favorite villager, Kiki, just hanging out. She's the best. And if you cut down this way by the farm, then you'll find a little wedding area on the beach. When I learned about the wedding items, I was so excited to implement them in my island. And I thought that this was a really cute like wedding date area. And then if you circle back up, that brings you back to resident services. However, I missed a little area, so we're gonna go over this way. Of course, our museum build. I went with a traditional museum build with little sitting areas outside that you might chill in front of the museum, like have some coffee or tea, read a book. And then I put these little dinosaur pieces to make it look like it's going through the museum. I absolutely loved this. I thought it was so cute, with more fossils outside to go with the museum. And of course, the rooftop build, which was another one of my like favorite little builds that I did on the island. And I imagine on this rooftop build that Tom Nook and Isabel come up here to enjoy an afternoon tea. And that's it, my friends. That is my very first island, my cottagecore island, Windfall. She's so cute. She's simple and yet elegant and lovely and very cozy. All right, friends, I will see you in the next one, and we will be touring my horrorcore island named Ashcliff.